Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another review on the team of the season, Silas Wamangituka. We're going to go through the card, his detailed stats, clips and summary, as well as the SBC requirements for you guys to get your hands on him. Before we get into all that, if I could ask you guys to please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you know when I upload, and comment down below what your thoughts are on this card and the SBC value. And now let's get into the video. So guys, this is a team that I use Silas Wamangituka in. I played him in that right mid spot in the 4-2-3-1. My first impressions of this card, this is just as broken as I expected it to be, guys. I absolutely love this card, and to go with all of that, this is 100% the best value SBC of the year that EA have given us. I thought it was Tapsoba, and it was until yesterday, and now they've gone and smashed it again with this content. Absolutely brilliant card. Let's get into the review. See, that's Wamangituka, 6'2", medium work rates, right footed, 5-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, 4 games played, 3 goals scored and 3 assists. Now guys, the first thing and the only thing that really bothered me about this card was the 3-star weak foot. If that was 4-star, that would be perfect. His 3-star weak foot is a little bit weak for finishing. I do feel like otherwise he's okay on it. In general as well, I feel like his medium work rates could be an issue if you find those kind of players lazy. However, in general for me, he was okay, made the right runs, and because of his decent attack positioning, he wasn't caught out by those too much. In terms of the details, guys, I put a maestro on him, and it's for one very specific reason, which we'll get into right now with the attribute details. The key pros of the card: 98 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, 95 attack positioning, 95 finishing, 92 shot power as well, very decent in all of those regards, 91 strength, 99 heading accuracy, 91 stamina. All of this is lovely as well. And then to go along with all of that as well, 99 agility, 99 dribbling, just fantastic in all aspects of where you want the winger to be really good at. Decent short pass as well with 93 in there too. The cons of the card, guys: long shots are only 84, so outside of the box shooting will be a little more difficult without boosting this card there. The short pass is only 70, so actually playing those longer through balls or longer X passes, X and R1 or RB, will be a little more difficult as well with this card if you are using him in that regard. And the most important thing for me, which is why I put the maestro on this card, was the reactions. The reactions are only 82. That will make him feel clunky and stiff. Now, while his ball control isn't the best, obviously you can live without that, but the reactions you have to boost on this card for me, so I did boost that as well. The only other really big con of this card is that 80 composure. It does sometimes hold his finishing back a little bit. He should maybe finish a little better, but given the number of chances you create with this card, it really isn't too much of an issue. In terms of the player traits, he's got the flair trait, speed dribbler and the technical dribbler trait, all lovely traits to have in your winger there as well. And now that we've covered that, let's get into what the SBC requirements are for you guys to get your hands on him. So guys, looking at Silas Wamangituka's SBC requirements: 219k on the PlayStation, 235 on the Xbox, and 259 on the PC. Now guys, this has obviously jumped up because so many people want this card, because so many good cards are coming out. The price of fodder is slowly increasing. This would have been lower than 180k just a few days ago as well, so that's something to bear in mind as well, guys. I really feel like the fluctuation in price offsets how well this SBC is priced. It's 2 squads. One of them is an 85 rated squad with an inform or a Tots moments player, and the other one is an 84 rated squad with a Bundesliga player, in it. Now guys, for me, this SBC is phenomenal value. It is easily, along with Tapsoba, along with Rooney, along with Dybala's moments card, one of the best value SBCs of the year for sure, along with someone like a Mason Mount card that anyone who did that card as well. There's some really fantastic cards that have come out this year. This is amongst those cards in terms of value to what you get, how good this player is, how broken he is, and how well he can fit into some of your teams. Really is a fantastic card in that regard. And now that we've covered that, let's get into some of the clips that I got with him. So guys, getting to some of Silas Wamangituka's clips, and what you guys are going to see is his general ability off that right wing and how dangerous he is on that right wing as well, and how well he did for me. Now, the first thing we'll get into is the easiest one. It is his pace, and he is lightning quick, guys. That stride length, that speed, that acceleration, all of it plays wonderfully into how well this card does. He's so quick in behind the lines, in on those fullbacks, and combine that with his size as well, it just makes him such a mismatch at that wing slot against anyone really, and I loved him for that speed as well. Just when you need to burn out of a tight situation, he was able to do that as well. The next thing we'll get into, guys, is his passing. Now, his passing is a bit hit and miss in certain areas. For starters, his short passing, very good. As an inside forward, his link-up play will be fantastic with those nice tight passes, neat passes as well. You'll be able to do that very easily. The long passing is a little more difficult, as is the crossing. Now, The long passing is boosted by the right chemistry style. The crossing, however, you do need to be a little bit more careful with. He doesn't always put it on the money, though I will say that in a lot of these crossing clips you will see he did get it right for me. However, I made sure that they were relatively easy crosses for him, because when they weren't, he did sometimes just mess them up. So that's something to bear in mind, is that whilst his short passing is good, his long passing and crossing may be slightly worse than what you expect. The next thing we'll get into is his physicality, and this is important, guys, because of how mismatched he is at every position up front. If he's playing against a faster, smaller fullback, then they're going to struggle against his physicality. If he's playing against a bigger, stronger fullback, then they're going to struggle against his speed. And the combination of the two often outdoes most. Even if you're playing against someone like a Zambrotta, like a Kleiber, like a Tavernier, this card is able to hold his own, especially in that physicality department. He's got stamina for days as well. He's up and down that wing, especially with medium work rates. He doesn't tire himself out. And when he gets in on those bigger fullbacks, he's just able to hold them off, hold off the center backs as well with ease. And his physicality also allows him to win headers easily as well. The next thing we'll get into is his shooting, guys, and this is probably one of the more important categories, especially considering you will be using this card either as a striker or as an attacking winger in that sense. And overall, guys, I would say that his shooting is very hit and miss as well. Now, what I will say is that for every chance that I created, it wouldn't have been created with similar wingers who have his skill sets. He is an anomaly in this game in that how well he is able to do. And in general, I think that his ability to create chances is what made it more frustrating that I wasn't able to tuck them away as often, rather than I'm getting these chances anyway and I'm not able to put them away. Some of these chances he was just creating out of brilliance there as well. So I have to say that the only thing that holds his shooting back really is A, his long shots, which mean that he can't shoot from outside the box, and B is his composure, which is really low considering how high everything else on this card is. Overall, I think those are the only two things that really held this card back in the shooting department. The final thing we'll talk about is his dribbling, and the main thing I want to talk about on this, guys, is the reactions. You do, in my opinion, need to boost his reactions just to make him that little bit quicker, just to make him that little bit more capable and able to dribble quickly in between lines, in past defenders as well, and breaking through the lines as well when you need him to. When there's 2 or 3 defenders around him, boosting those reactions will just allow him to move a little quicker and get through defenders a lot faster. As we move into the final few clips, guys, you're just going to see the goals that he scored for me, and all of them were very good goals. The first one, they're breaking through the lines, of course. The second one here, a nice set of dribbling there to get past all those defenders and smashing it in. And this final one shows the sledgehammer of a right foot that he has, getting into the box here, a little bit of luck, breaking past all these defenders, but after that, just smashing it in. So guys, getting to this final, Silas Wamangituka summary, 219k on the PlayStation, 235 on the Xbox, and 259 on the PC. The key pros of the card, guys, his speed and acceleration, of course, his finishing and attack positioning, as well as his shot power. Agility and dribbling are also fantastic. His physicality is very good, and his short passing is very good as well. Now, guys, a lot of people suggested putting the marksman on this card. It improves his reactions, ball control, brings his shooting up as well, and gives him that little bit of physicality too. I personally recommend the maestro. I think reactions are so important this year. I do think the long passing needs help. This helps the long shots as well, and he still maintains a good level of strength, especially for a winger, guys. Now, if you are going to play him striker, maybe a marksman would be better, but certainly as a winger, I feel like the maestro is the way to go in terms of chemistry style. Now, in terms of similar players, guys, none of these players are similar. Actually, what this card reminds me of is Yannick Bolasie back in the day, those kind of cards where he was just a real problem for anyone to play against. This Wamangituka really does remind me of that, with his combination of speed, size, power, in terms of his dribbling ability, slightly low in the finishing as well, of course, but all of those factors playing well into this card. In terms of linkability, no perfect links. Strong links, of course, to all the other Stuttgart players in there. Of course, no other strong links. So really, guys, you're going off the weak links here, which of course is to every Bundesliga player, as well as all the icons in there as well, which is kind of a con of this card, guys, but it's one that can definitely be overlooked for how good this card is. In terms of the price and value of it, you guys can see he is sitting right above Joaquin's flashback SBC. Now, Joaquin, of course, has fantastic linkability in terms of being Spanish in La Liga, so that maybe has that going for him as well. Going up against some of these other cards here, that Gareth Bale flashback SBC, certainly better than that. Certainly better than What If Sancho. Certainly better than this Salah Inform. Better than Gio Reyna, Lozano. If we look up the list further up, I think, honestly, guys, this Wamangituka should sit higher up than this Cristiano Ronaldo and Saul Moments SBC. Somewhere in this 350-400k value mark, I really do think this is honestly one of the best valued SBCs of the year, considering he has those skill moves as well for you skillers out there, and you can make do with that weak foot. It's almost reminiscent of that Rob N SBC that came out. The value that you would get from that card and that SBC honestly is one of the best ones of the year, and I thoroughly loved using him. Which leads me into my final recommendation on this card, guys, is just do the SBC. That's all I've got to say. It's short, sweet, and simple today with this card. Get this card done, get the fodders for it, do the SBC. It's there for 4 days, so don't miss it. Tapsoba as well is another one, fantastic SBC, but this one in particular, if you're going to pick between the two, pick Wamangituka. He will definitely serve you well in your team. Hope you guys did enjoy this review. If you did, please do smash that like button. Until next time, I will see you all in a bit.